Big breaking news coming in from the United States. The U.S. Treasury has now sanctioned Iranian regime officials for violent repression and corruption. And this is what we see right now. Back-to-back updates coming in here, Republic TV from the United States. It said the U.S. Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control took additional action against the Iranian officials responsible for the regime's brutal crackdown on its own people. The Treasury said that President Trump stands with the people of Iran and has ordered the Treasury to sanction members of the regime. The Treasury will continue to target Iranian networks and corrupt elites that enrich themselves at the expense of the Iranian people. This includes the regime's attempts to exploit digital assets to evade sanctions and finance cyber criminal operations like rats on a sinking ship. The regime is frantically wiring funds stolen from Iranian families to banks and financial institutions around the world. Rest assured, Treasury will act. So, a big breaking news coming in from the US. And US President Trump has escalated pressure on multiple fronts, from the Federal Reserve to election investigations and foreign policy. Trump hinted at an early announcement to replace Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, defending a controversial FBI search linked to the 2020 election, and doubled down on his hardline stance against Cuba, all within a single high-profile evening. Here's more on the story.
US President Donald Trump has moved up his announcement on who will replace Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Trump has repeatedly criticized Powell for refusing to cut interest rates, while Powell has defended the Fed's independence.
What was Tulsi Gabbard doing at an election center in Georgia today?
She's working very hard on trying to keep the election safe, and she's done a very good job. And they, as you know, they got into the votes. You got a signed judge's order in Georgia, and you're going to see some interesting things happening. They've been trying to get there for a long time.
Powell's term as chair ends in May, though he could remain on the Fed's board until 2028. Trump also commented on an FBI search at election offices in Georgia linked to the 2020 vote. He repeated claims of election fraud, allegations that have widely been discredited. The FBI confirmed it seized 2020 election ballots from Fulton County under a search warrant. Trump denied trying to choke off Cuba, calling the country a failing nation.
I don't know, the word choke off is awfully tough. Cuba is a failing nation, and you have to feel badly for Cuba. They've treated people very badly. We have a lot of Cuban Americans who really were treated very badly, and they'd probably like to go back. And no, I'm not trying to, but it looks like it's something that's just not going to be able to survive. I think Cuba will not be able to survive.
The comments come amid reports that Mexico may cut oil supplies to Cuba under US pressure.